Hello, and welcome to Naked Cat Argopal's Guide to Guardians. I'm going to be giving a few pointers and tips on how to better be a guardian in a group and for ultimately better survivability of the group as a whole with your help as a guardian. First and foremost, we will be talking about equipment. I prefer to use the Way Key item set, which sacrifices power for extra vitality, which I think is important as a guardian because unless you really spec towards doing damage, your damage already is negligible. So, taking away something that hardly exists doesn't really do anything, but extra vitality definitely helps, in my opinion. Take what I say with a grain of salt. We have two weapons that we think about. Number one is we always have to have a staff for empower, as well as the wall that it gives and the swiftness that it provides during the fight. It's important to always use this detonating orb of light, which gives healing for people. Super important. And it also has a nice fan auto attack that just lets us, get our stacks way up, way fast, way easy. The item that everybody is kind of on the fence about is whether we should go Great Sword or Hammer. Right now I'm going Great Sword because with Great Sword you get this really helpful thing called Pull on your fifth attack. Well, fifth item slot. You know what I'm talking about. As well as we get Retaliation, we can leap, a little bit of damage, and auto attack gives might. Might's not really important because we don't do damage, but hey, it's there. Um, as for your heal, it needs to be this one because of block. Block is really important. You need to have stand your ground. Everybody is deciding on whether they want hold the line or retreat or save yourself. Save yourself is probably a good one, but then you I don't know. I don't know how to say it. You can get it if you're one of those guys that wants to take everybody's bleed and poison and bullshit. That's up to you, man. But the number one thing that you need to get is this Purging Flames because it does the same thing. And actually, you know what? Doing these at the same damn time might be a better idea. Here, you know what? I'm going to do that. Midway through this, and I'm telling you what to do, and I'm going to change what I do. That's just how I do, apparently. And the nut further, your ult, whatever you want to call it, renewed focus. All that matters is the invulnerability. It's another thing to help you jump in and get out without dying. That's really all that matters. As for sigils, I prefer to use momentum because it gives toughness. Toughness is really important as a frontliner because you're going to get hit a lot, all the time, actually. Your job is to get hit, so get hit and take damage and not die. That's your second job. First job, get hit. Second job, not die. In that order. Because if you don't die and you don't get hit, well, then what the fuck are you doing in the front line? You also should get one for your underwater. One of these days, I'll splurge and, buy all my shit. But hey, right now I'm doing what I can. And that's it. Get your shout build and shout your living daylights out of you. And as for traits, I personally go 1661. The 1 is for the blindness, for the virtue of justice. And I do this one for its boons that it gives everybody else. Because the whole point of Guardian is to affect your party positively. You are the boon master, essentially. And I go 2, 9, 11. 2 is faster recharge and shouts. 9 is two-handed mastery because I'm using two two-handers. And I use pure voice, which means that I get an extra condition converted to boons, which is important because that's my entire thing. I give everybody that I want boons, and I get all of my conditions the fuck out of here. And then I use strength in numbers because it helps everybody out. Alright, I have this one set to 5 because it loses conditions at a set time interval. Because once again, you got to get all of your conditions the fuck out of here. Conditions are stupid. Alright, just gotta get rid of them. And then, for this one, applying a boon to allies heals you, which is great because with your staff 4, you give them might, which also heals you, and then the final burst also heals you, so you just you get from half health to full health just by doing empower. It's crazy. I would, every time that everybody's like, oh, water fields, you get in the water field, get your empower going, you're back to full health, no problem. That's my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Matter of fact, this is entirely just like a salt factory, so have at it, man. Let's see. That's about everything, right? Yeah. Alright, so now we go to the actual, action and shit. Ready, set, go. Alright, so the first thing that we need to be talking about is squirreling. Squirreling is a horrible thing, and I am always the one that gets in trouble for this. And in this current clip, we see a warrior. He's about to die, but he's really far away, and he's running away, and nobody can really hit him yet. The commander says, alright, no more chasing, let's go. So we go back up, but if you notice, a whole bunch of people didn't come back. And then we're going to pause right here. You see all those green names? Fuck those green names. They shouldn't be over there. What the fuck are they doing over there? They're squirreling. That's what they're doing. I know. I just told you that. So for this, we're about to start a fight, and everybody's kind of squirreling pretty fucking bad, because this is just a Pug Commander doing Pug Commander K-Train time. And I made a mistake here. If you see, I just rolled through the entire Zerg group, whatever you want to call it, instead of staying with the commander. And if it was anybody that wasn't stupid lucky like me, I probably would have just got completely wrecked. But I'm stupid lucky, and I didn't die. And then they made a huge mistake of chasing. I don't even know who they're chasing anymore. They're just running around saying, please kill me. It's kind of silly. And right about here is when we have a bazillion circles show up and we take out their entire back line. And this is roughly about, when the tide turned completely. Now if you notice me, I'm now actually squirreling a little bit, doing kill confirming, which is not a frontline job. Kill confirming like that is definitely strictly for backline people. We're supposed to go through them, and all of the wells and the area damage and all the, that shit is supposed to happen while we're just running through it. And the people that get downed, we're supposed to not exactly kill, but kind of go through. You tagged them, you're done. Your job is done. You're supposed to keep going forward, keep them on their toes, keep them running away, keep them in combat, keep them dead. And everybody behind in the back line can do the kill confirming. At least they should be the ones doing the kill confirming. So you got to stay with the commander. You gotta not sit around. You gotta not squirrel. Gotta not kill confirm, because that's not your job. Your job is to go up in the front, punch them in the face, get hit in the face a whole bunch, and then have them die instead of you. That's really all there is to it.